In South African politics, moments of drama are never in short supply. But even by those standards, the recent developments inside the Yukon Wise's party have sent shockwaves through the political landscape. What started as a partnership between two controversial figures, former President Jacob Zuma and former Judge President John Hlophe, has taken a sharp and unexpected turn. Just weeks ago, they stood side by side, united by their shared defiance and their common goal of reshaping South Africa's political narrative. Now, Jacob Zuma has publicly and symbolically distanced himself from Hlophe following a wave of criticism and internal party tensions. What caused this fallout? What does it mean for the future of the MK party? And is this the beginning of a deeper crisis within their ranks? Stay with us as we unpack this shocking twist, the characters involved, and what it could all mean going forward. To understand the weight of this political shift, we need to go back and look at how these two figures came to be allies in the first place. Jacob Zuma, the former president of South Africa, has always been a polarizing figure. Loved by some for his populist appeal and fiery speeches, and criticized by others for his long list of scandals, Zuma has always managed to stay in the spotlight. After leaving the presidency, many thought his political influence would fade. But with the formation of the MK party, he re-emerged more determined than ever to shake things up and challenge the ANC, the very party he once led. John Hlophe, meanwhile, was once one of the most senior judges in the country. As the Western Cape Judge President, he was known for his sharp legal mind and outspoken views. But his career took a dark turn when he was impeached for gross misconduct, becoming the first judge in South African history to face such a fate. Still, despite his fall from the judiciary, Hlophe remained politically active and soon found a new home in the MK party, where Zuma welcomed him with open arms. Their bond seemed solid. Both had been labeled as rebels, both had clashed with the judiciary, and both were determined to fight what they called unfair treatment by the establishment. For a while, it seemed like the alliance would work. Hlophe was appointed Chief Whip in Parliament, a powerful role that placed him at the center of legislative activity. But not everyone was pleased. Civil society groups, opposition parties, and even some voices within the MK party questioned the wisdom of appointing someone with such a cloud over their name. Critics said that giving Hlophe such a high-ranking role was a slap in the face to the rule of law. They argued that it sent the wrong message, that ethical misconduct could be overlooked if someone had political value. As the criticism grew louder, pressure began to mount on Zuma. Though he had hand-picked Hlophe for the role, it became clear that the backlash was damaging the MK party's already fragile reputation. Sources within the party say that Zuma started to express concerns privately. In a closed meeting, he reportedly told colleagues that while Hlophe's legal experience was not in question, his current image was becoming a burden. Zuma allegedly said, and we quote, "We must not be dragged down by individuals facing reputational issues." This was a major shift, coming from Zuma, who is no stranger to reputational controversies himself. It signaled a move toward political pragmatism. It seems that he is beginning to realize that if the MK party wants to be taken seriously as a clean and credible alternative to the ANC, it cannot afford to carry figures who are tainted by scandal, no matter how close their relationships may be. This change of heart has not gone unnoticed. It has sparked a new round of tension within the MK party. Some members see the distancing from Hlophe as a betrayal. They argue that the party was built on the idea of challenging the existing system and that Hlophe's struggles with the judiciary are part of that bigger fight. To them, turning away from him now is not just politically weak, it's a sign that the party is giving in to outside pressure. They say the MK party must stand firm in its mission, even if it means weathering criticism, but others within the party see things differently. They argue that the party is at a crossroads. If it continues to align itself with controversial figures, it risks being dismissed as just another platform for disgraced politicians. They believe that cutting ties with Hlophe is the first step in building a serious and respectable organization that can compete in the national political arena. To them, This is about survival. It's about shaping a future where the MK party is more than just a protest movement. It's a real political force. As for Hlophe himself, he's not backing down. In a recent interview, he denied any wrongdoing and insisted that he would continue to serve the people of South Africa. He said that the public still supports him and that he has no intention of stepping aside. His defiance has added another layer of complexity to the situation. If he refuses to resign, the MK party could face even more internal friction, with factions forming around him and Zuma. Political analysts are watching closely. Some say that Zuma's distancing from Hlophe is a smart move. They argue that it shows he's willing to evolve and make tough decisions for the good of the party. They say that if Zuma wants the MK party to have a future beyond protests and court battles, he needs to start making moves that build credibility, but others say this is a dangerous game. They believe that alienating key allies like Hlophe could backfire. They point out that the MK party is still young, and unity is crucial. If these divisions continue to grow, the party could start to collapse from within before it ever gains real traction. What makes this story even more fascinating is the personal history behind it. Zuma and Hlophe were not just political allies, they were part of a broader struggle against what they both saw as injustice in the South African legal and political system. For Zuma to now step away, even partially, suggests that the pressure is real. The party is feeling the heat. Public opinion, media scrutiny, and internal disagreements are all converging. And in this environment, every decision carries high stakes. Looking ahead, the MK party will need to tread carefully. The way it handles this crisis could define its future. Will it manage to find a balance between loyalty and ethics? Will it succeed in rebranding itself as a new voice for the people, or will it fall into the same traps that have brought down so many before? As always, South African politics is full of twists and turns. What happens next in the MK party will depend on many factors, including how the public responds, how party members rally, or don't, behind their leaders, and how Zuma continues to walk the tightrope between loyalty and survival. For now, the decision to step away from Hlophe marks a turning point, one that could either save the MK party or deepen its troubles. If you found this video informative, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you never miss an update on South African politics and beyond. Drop a comment below and let us know, do you think Zuma made the right call by distancing himself from Hlophe? Or will this move come back to haunt the MK party? We'd love to hear your thoughts. And don't forget to like this video and share it with others who are following the political drama. Until next time, stay informed and stay curious.